Welcome to another segment of A&M Political Views. I'm your host, Aviance Watts.
And I'm Michelle Tyson. And today on A&M Political Views, we will be discussing accountability and accountability for those who had partaken in the recent so-called riot. But we know that wasn't a riot; that was just a plain hostile takeover and invasion. That was just totally out of line and totally just no words for it. I mean, it was just uncalled for and it was planned and it was implemented the right way. I mean, what can I say? We need to really tidy things up together. But it seems that the FBI has been to trying to find out definitely those involved. So far, we know that there have been at least 69 people from at least 20 states that have been charged, ranging from unlawful entry to um, uh, violating curfew, assaulting an officer. So they are trespassing, so they are, at least we can honestly say they are trying. The FBI at least is trying. But I think it's a little too late because you guys knew what was going on ahead of time. And it because if you look back in December, there was in Oregon actually. Um, they did it in December, um, right? When they were having a legislation meeting, I think at the Capitol, they did it then, and you actually saw one of the um, the government officials opening the door and allowing them to come in. So um, we know that it was definitely planned, and we know that it was definitely um, it had to be an inside job just as well as the other one was. So I just I don't I don't feel sorry for anyone that's getting in trouble because you knew what you were doing, and to try to stop the progress of our of our country is just wrong. Just because you don't like the outcome, there's a lot of times we didn't like the outcome.
We never liked
right.
the outcome.
So we had to deal with it. I do like the fact that now they are offering $1,000 reward for any information leading up to the arrest of anybody that was participating in this horrific event. So
Don't let me find out. Let me know.
right. I think this would be one time you got a lot of people snitching without no problem. So trust and believe. If I was there and I knew anybody, I sure would. I'm telling all day. And no snitching rule would definitely not apply right now.
I ain't go, so it wasn't like we was all doing dirt together and he got caught. No, this is community watch.
They do say, for those who haven't got caught just yet, they will be caught sooner or later. The investigation still will go on.
And see, that's what's crazy because it was people, back at their hotels bragging about what they did,
sitting out in the lobby, drinking, celebrating.
So how hard are they really? How hard is you really looking?
They're not really looking hard because everybody that was checked in to them hotel rooms,
they supposed to raid all them hotels.
They were supposed to go get subpoena that the guest list for each and every one of them hotels and find out and question. I mean, it's not that hard. So
it was a lady that from Grand Rapids, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't she involved in it? Or
I believe so.
I know.
The name,
I don't know the name, but I read an article.
I'm not sure about the lady from Grand Rapids, but I definitely know we had some at least two people that actually
from Muskegon
County commissions,
county
officials is crazy. I know on Tuesday that it will be getting addressed, and I know a lot of the community want to know and are eager to know what will happen to those two people or one person that was involved in and had participated in that event. So I can't wait to see the outcome. We will be doing a watch party of that commission meeting just so we can see and let everybody know
Mhm.
what goes on, because I know it's a lot of people that ask, Michelle, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Well, I don't know what's going to happen. All we can do is watch and see and hope that, the same way they are trying to discipline those who participated uh, in that fiasco in Lansing and at the Capitol and other places. I hope that Muskegon County does the same. Take heed and does the same thing, because we got to start holding people accountable. Like I said
Mhm.
in the last show, the previous year, 2020, was supposed to be transparency. Okay, now that you have clearly made yourself transparent, now it is time for us to take a stand and make sure we hold you accountable for what transparency we see in you. So, therefore, um,
Right.
I can't wait till Tuesday.
Mhm.
It's so much going on
Right.
right now, so
Right.
much going on,
Right.
and this is a very big issue. And yes, accountability is very needed
Yeah, 'cause there's so
throughout
many
the
people.
county.
They just a lot of people in these positions just to say they in the position. But
Yes,
once it's time to do that particular task or what their job entails, they don't know what they're doing. They just want to walk around with their chest out saying they did it. There's some people that's put in positions that just been appointed in positions. They ain't even ran for it.
and don't know nothing
I
about
mean,
it. And
a lot of this, and that's from top to bottom. That's from nationwide to local. That's
hmm
everywhere. It's to the point. It's obvious that these people are not qualified, and we can't stress it. We cannot stress it enough. Vote for the people that you think are qualified, and then once you get that person in office or in that certain position that you voted them in for, hold them accountable. Ask questions. Call them. Keep in touch with them.
right,
Ask them what's next. Attend city council meetings. Of course, I really encourage that, because a lot of people just in the city of Muskegon Heights alone, so many people are out of the loop on what's going on because they don't participate in the city council meetings alone. You would be surprised what's the next step, or what's really going on. What's the next step, or what's going to happen for the city of Muskegon Heights if you attend. If you
and
don't
if you
attend
can't
class.
attend, then at least get the minutes. You can always call up to the city hall. That's any place.
Mhm.
You can call up to City Hall. Most places, I know for Muskegon Heights, you really have to call up there. But for the other places, you can go directly online and receive your minutes, and
Mhm.
everything is updated from the last meeting all the way. I mean, you even have some places have their minutes archived, so the
Mhm.
information is there for you. But you guys, we have to learn how to read more, because if we don't read it, we definitely won't know, because a lot of
Mhm.
things they don't put out. And
Mhm.
when it's time for us to vote and to hold and put people in positions, we have to know who those people are. It's not about just because a person has a degree, just because the person went to this college or doing this or doing that, or what. I mean, it doesn't matter. What matters is, are they the right person for the job? Do they have the heart of the community? Do they have the heart of your city? You know, do they have the heart for what's right? If they don't have the heart for the people, then they aren't the right people. If you don't see them out with the people and being able to mix and mingle with the people, they aren't the right people. If you
Mhm.
can't walk up to your city official and say hello and shake their hand and say hello, and they look you in the eye with a firm handshake, that's not your elected official. Your elected Any elected officialship, you should be able to walk up and feel warmth when you're meeting them for the first time.
Mhm.
There should never be a time when you're walking up to an elected official of your community, any community. I don't care whether it's Muskegon Heights, Fruitport, Norton Shores. I don't care what it is. If they are an elected official, and it is their job to be approachable, because you chose to be a people person. It's community service, it's customer service. You might as well say. Um, so let's make sure that we putting people in those spots that, hey, we feel comfortable at least trying to reach out to and say, hey, I got a problem. And if you can't do that, then I think there is a problem.
And we have a part to play too, because
Yes,
we have to help that elected official. We just can't, again, we just can't just hand it all to him or her to just do it all. We have to help. We have to be accountable for ourselves too,
that's right.
because we can't put all the pressure on them. It's pressure on us too, because if we don't do this as a whole, I mean, that's a lot of pressure on one person to start to create jobs, to fix the roads, to you know um, um, clean the streets up or whatever it is, stop the violence or
And that
whatever.
means, we got to start policing ourselves too, y'all. I
Hmm.
mean, we know what goes on in
Hmm.
Muskegon. I mean, Muskegon is
Hmm.
so small. Everybody
Hmm.
knows everybody's business. So there's no reason why we can't start taking Muskegon back over
Hmm.
and start policing ourselves. And
Hmm.
I think if we go back to that route, then things might be a little bit better. Start policing your own neighborhood. If
Because
you
even if we, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no,
Because
no, go
even if
ahead.
we didn't, even if the person that is in office is the person that you didn't want, you still should help that person, because at the end of the day, this is still our community.
Right.
So we still have to be accountable. So even just okay, I mean, we just gonna use Trump for an example. Just because Trump was in office, that doesn't mean we don't have a part to play still, because we still should be held accountable too. I mean, and like Michelle was saying, you should be approachable, and that goes along and that ties into the education system sometimes, because I mean, well, me being in the education system, one thing I learned about kids, a lot of times if they don't know you personally, or like you said, if you're not approachable as a teacher or as anybody, because nowadays a lot of kids now they look at adults different. They have at least respect for them. But if they can't talk to you, they're not gonna listen to you.
Mhm.
They are not going to listen to you. So we can yell, stop the violence and all of that, and we can keep doing all these marches. And I mean, I don't condone it. I don't condone any of it. I'm not knocking it, but it's more than that. It's a lot more than that, because we have to be able to be out in these streets, touching and and I mean that in a professional way. These kids and reaching out to them, listening to them, seeing what they want actually, and having them help us and let them be a part of something, because we got to raise them, because they are going to be our next city officials. And I mean, and then if we don't prep them, we're going to be in some trouble, because that all they're going to do is bring some more people in that's not qualified, who don't have a passion for our community. So again, we have to be accountable across the board. We have to be more accountable than that elected official, because
That's right.
again, we have to help that elected official, whether we like him or her or not, whether we accept, like how they move or whatever. We still have to help them, because this is still our town, this is still our city, this is still our community. These still our kids that's running around here, that's with went around with guns and shooting and doing whatever they do. Those are our babies. Now, I do want to give a special shout out to interim Maurice Sang. He the police chief, man.
Yeah, no more injury.
Oh,
That's cheap now.
okay. Well, I want to give a special shout out to Chief Maurice Sang.
Yes, that is
Okay,
cheap now.
congratulations, Mo. I didn't know that, man. Chief Maurice Sang. He made an announcement that in last year, 2020, the Muskegon Heights Police Department did obtain like 70 plus guns off the street, whether they were stolen, illegally obtained, or just carried illegally. That's a lot of guns, y'all.
Yes,
That's
it
that's a lot
is.
of work. And yes,
Congratulations.
congratulations, Mo, and the rest of the city of Muskegon Heights Police Department. I know you guys work real hard. It's a lot going on, but we just want to give you guys a shout out and let you know that we really appreciate you guys working. Congratulations, Mo. I didn't know you was the official
Yes,
chief,
he's
man. That's good.
official now.
Congratulations, Mo. And at the same time, I want to actually, and in other news, I want to give a shout out to the Muskegon Big Reds for their victory over East Grand Rapids 24-0.
Yes, congratulations.
Congratulations, Big
Congratulations.
Reds. And we just wish you the best in the rest of the season. bring it on home for the city. So that was my announcement I just wanted to make. And, at the same time, don't forget to tune in on January 19th at 4 p.m. for our
National Day of Healing Forum, and our forum topic for that day will be how do we begin to heal racially? So, got a good platform of guests.
And actually, we got a couple more, so stay
Yes.
tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. But we have we have a couple of more panelists that's adding on to the list. So we did announce the ones that were on the list last show, but we have a few more that's coming on with us too, as far as being a panelist. So this should be a very, very, very interesting event, and we hope you guys can tune in.
And please share and like our page and tune in to our website also, annandpoliticalviews.net. And you can also, like I said, like and share our page, please.
All right. And that wraps up another episode of A&M Political Views. Once again, we are your hosts, AVIE Watts.
And I am Michelle Tyson.
Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.